The Varelian Council had gathered once again in their grand chamber, high above the shining cities of their homeworld, Zephyra. The chamber was filled with tall, slender beings, their skin shimmering in shades of blue and green. They were proud of their peaceful history and advanced technology, believing themselves to be among the smartest civilizations in their corner of the galaxy. The council leader, Elder Theriel, stood at the center. His voice was calm but firm. "We have received a message from a new species. Humans, they call themselves. Their signal came with a warning. They ask us not to come to their world without respect and caution." Around him, the council members whispered, among themselves. Some nodded, others frowned. One young council member, Lyra, spoke up. "They sound like they are afraid of us. Why would they send warnings? Maybe they want to scare us off." Elder Theriel shook his head. "Warnings should never be ignored. We do not know enough about them. It is better to be careful." But another council member, Garen, was quick to reply. "We have traveled far and met many species. None of them have dared to warn us before. Humans are just like many others. We should not fear them." The council debated for hours, but the majority agreed with Garen. The Varelians were confident in their power. Their technology was far beyond anything humans had shown. They had peaceful missions to many worlds and always succeeded. So they sent a fleet of ships to Earth, carrying diplomats and traders. They were eager to make new friends and expand their influence. The warning from the humans was noted, but largely ignored. As the Varelian ships approached Earth, they saw the blue and green planet from space. It looked fragile compared to their own world, but beautiful in its own way. The humans had made great cities and large machines that moved across the land. The lead ship's captain, Commander Vex, was proud. "We will show the humans our strength. They will welcome us." But the humans were watching. Deep beneath Earth's surface, their monitoring stations detected the arrival of the Varelian fleet. The military leaders gathered in a secure room, analyzing the alien ships. General Carter looked at the screens and said, "These aliens ignore our warning. They think they are safe. It is time to teach them the truth." On Earth, the humans had not only powerful weapons but a history of surviving many threats. They were not as advanced as the Varelians in technology, but their spirit was fierce and strong. The Varelians sent their first emissaries to the surface of Earth. The humans greeted them with ceremonies and kindness, hiding their true feelings. The Varelians saw this as a sign of weakness. Lyra, watching the meetings, felt uneasy. "We are making a mistake. Humans are not as simple as we think." But the council had made their choice. They would press forward. The humans showed great hospitality. They took the Varelians to their cities, showed their culture, and shared their ideas. But under the surface, the humans planned. Commander Vex and his crew laughed at the humans' apparent friendliness. "They welcome us, but they fear us." One night, a secret meeting of human leaders took place. "We cannot let these aliens come here and threaten our home," General Carter said. "They must understand that we will defend ourselves." Humans prepared quietly. They upgraded their defenses and trained their soldiers. They studied the Varelians' technology and found ways to fight back. The next day, the Varelian emissaries returned to their ship, reporting that humans were friendly but cautious. They believed the humans would soon accept their presence. But on Earth, the humans were ready. They were waiting for the moment to strike. Lyra, sensing danger, warned Elder Theriel. "We should not trust the humans. They hide their strength." Elder Theriel sighed. "We chose to ignore the warning. Now we must face the consequences." The story was only beginning. The humans were not the simple beings the Varelians thought. They were hunters in their own right, waiting silently to defend their home. The Varelians landed their ships softly on Earth's surface. Their sleek vessels shimmered in the sunlight, casting strange shadows over the fields and forests nearby. Commander Vex and his group of emissaries stepped out, their eyes scanning the new world with a mix of curiosity and pride. They walked confidently toward the humans who waited to greet them. The humans wore uniforms and carried equipment that looked ordinary, but was full of hidden power. The Varelians saw only smiles and friendly gestures. Lyra, who had been watching closely, felt a cold knot in her stomach. This is not how we should act. The humans seem too calm, too careful. There is a quiet strength in them that we do not understand. Commander Vex ignored her worries. We have the better technology. They will have no choice but to accept us. The humans led the Varelians to a large building where discussions were to take place. The room was simple but solid, with large windows that looked out over a peaceful city. The Varelians saw order and cleanliness, but sensed something hidden. Beneath, the human leader, Ambassador Hayes, smiled politely. Welcome to Earth. We hope this meeting will be the start of good relations between our peoples. The Varelians responded with pride. They talked of peace, progress, and friendship. But their tone was cold and distant, as if they expected the humans to bow before their power. Your world is beautiful, Elder Theriel said, but we must be honest. We come with the hope of making this planet part of our trade network. Your technology is interesting, but your place in the galaxy is small. You should accept our help. The humans exchanged glances. Ambassador Hayes's smile did not reach his eyes. We appreciate your offer, but Earth has its own ways. We will decide what is best for our people. Garen, the council member who had urged confidence in the humans, spoke next. There is no need for conflict. We bring progress. Join us and you will gain much. But the humans were not impressed. Progress must be earned, Hayes replied. We will not accept control from anyone. Tensions rose quietly, like a storm building far away. After the meeting, the Varelians returned to their ship. Commander Vex was angry. These humans are foolish. They refuse to see the truth. We must show them our strength. Lyra tried to warn him. If we push too hard, we will awaken their true power. They are not weak. We do not understand their history, but Vex would not listen. History is not as important as power. We will control this situation. Meanwhile, on Earth, the humans prepared in secret. They studied the Varelians' technology carefully, looking for weaknesses. Their scientists worked day and night while soldiers trained for a fight they knew was coming. General Carter stood before his troops. These aliens have ignored our warning. They come with arrogance thinking we are weak. They will learn what it means to face the true defenders of Earth. The humans' preparations were quiet, but the message was clear. They were ready to fight if needed. Back on Zephyra, the Varelians grew impatient. The humans hide behind their words, but they fear us, Garen said. Soon they will accept our place. But Lyra was not sure. Their silence is not fear. It is patience. We do not know what they plan. One night, Commander Vex gathered his officers. We will make the next move. We will show humans who is in charge. The Varelian ships moved closer to Earth's cities. Their weapons were ready, but they held back for now, waiting for a sign of weakness. The humans watched silently. They did not panic. They trusted in their skills and their resolve. Suddenly, without warning, the humans struck. Small, fast ships appeared from hidden bases. They targeted the Varelian ships with precise strikes, disabling their engines and communications. The Varelians were shocked. Their advanced shields did not stop the attacks. Commander Vex shouted orders, but the attacks were too quick, too clever. The humans used Earth's environment to their advantage, hiding among storms, mountains, and the night sky. The Varelians realized their mistake. They had underestimated a species that survived in harsh conditions, learned from centuries of conflict, and adapted to every challenge. Lyra stood beside Elder Theriel, watching the battle unfold. This is what I feared. The humans are hunters, not just peaceful beings. Elder Theriel nodded slowly. We ignored the warning. Now, we pay the price. The humans' strike was not meant to destroy but to send a message. They disabled the Varelian ships, forcing them to retreat and reconsider. On Earth, General Carter sent a clear broadcast to the remaining Varelian forces. Leave our space or face destruction. This is your final warning. The Varelians, humbled and alarmed, began to retreat. The humans had shown they were not easily beaten, Back on Zephyra, the council met again. This time the mood was somber. "We have underestimated humans," Lyra said. "They are stronger than we thought." Elder Theriel agreed. "We must find a new way. The humans will not give up. Neither can we." The first contact had failed. What had seemed like an opportunity for peace and friendship had become a test of strength and survival. The story was only beginning, and the Varelians would soon learn that humans did not back down. They fought not just for power, but for their home, with every ounce of their being. After their sudden defeat, the Varelian fleet drifted away from Earth's orbit in silence. The proud aliens were shocked. Their advanced ships, which they believed were invincible, had been disabled by the humans' unexpected strike. Commander Vex sat in his ship's command room staring at the flickering screens. "How did they do this?" he asked his officers. "Our technology is superior. They should not have been able to fight back like this." Lyra, standing nearby, spoke quietly but firmly. "Because we underestimated them. The humans fight differently. They use the environment, surprise, and patience. They are not just a species, they are survivors." Vex scowled. "We will not lose to them. We will return stronger." But the humans were already preparing for what would come next. Far from Earth's cities, they worked in secret bases hidden deep underground and beneath the oceans. Scientists and engineers studied the captured Varelian technology, slowly learning how to turn the aliens' own weapons against them. General Carter met with his top commanders. The Varelians thought they could intimidate us with their power. They were wrong. Now we must be ready for a long fight. This will not be a simple battle. It will be a silent war. The humans called it the hunt. Unlike traditional wars, the hunt was fought in shadows. No large battles or obvious attacks. Instead, small teams of human soldiers used stealth, speed, and cunning to track down Varelian ships hiding in the far reaches of Earth's space. The Varelians tried to stay hidden, repairing their ships and sending secret messages. But the humans always seemed one step ahead. One night, a small Varelian scout ship was quietly repairing itself on the dark side of the moon. Suddenly, a group of human fighters appeared, surrounding it. Inside the scout ship, Commander Vex's second-in-command Lyra ordered her crew to prepare for escape. But before they could move, the humans disabled their engines with a silent EMP burst. The human soldiers boarded the ship swiftly and without violence. They took the Varelians prisoner, but treated them with respect. Later, Lyra would say, "The humans do not fight like barbarians. They are careful and precise like hunters. They want to win but not destroy everything. This careful hunting was the new human strategy. They did not want a full war, which could destroy both species. Instead, they wanted to show the Varelians that Earth was protected and that the humans would not be pushed around." Back on Zephyra, the Varelian Council grew restless. Their spies reported that more ships were being captured or destroyed quietly, and the humans seemed to know their every move. "Humans have strength beyond their technology," Lyra told the Council. "Their patience and intelligence are their greatest weapons." Elder Theriel looked troubled. "We must find a way to stop this hunt. We cannot fight a war where the enemy is always hidden and always ready." Commander Vex suggested a bold plan. "We will send a strong fleet to Earth. We will confront the humans openly. Let them see our true power." Lyra shook her head. "That will only lead to more losses. The humans know their home better than we do. They will win every fight here." But the Council agreed with Vex. Pride and desperation pushed them forward. The fleet gathered again, larger and stronger. The Varelians prepared for battle, confident that an open fight would prove their superiority. Meanwhile, the humans watched the growing fleet with concern, but no fear. General Carter addressed his commanders. "This will be the hardest test. The Varelians want to fight. We must be ready." When the Varelian fleet appeared near Earth, they were met by an invisible force. The humans had deployed new defenses, hidden satellites and automated drones that attacked silently. The battle was unlike any other. The Varelians fired powerful energy beams, but the humans dodged with swift small ships, striking weak points. In the alien fleet, the fight was brutal but silent. No loud explosions or massive destruction. Instead, ships vanished one by one, caught by unseen traps. Commander Vex watched helplessly as his fleet was picked apart. "They are ghosts," he said. "We cannot see them until it is too late." After heavy losses, the Varelian fleet was forced to retreat once more. The humans sent a clear message. Earth was protected, and no invader would come without paying a heavy price. Back on Zephyra, the Council faced the truth. The humans were not just fighters. They were masters of survival, adapting quickly and never giving up. Lyra said, "We must change our ways. We cannot fight humans like other enemies. We must learn from them if we want to survive." Elder Theriel nodded. "This war is unlike any we have known, but perhaps it will teach us a new kind of strength." The silent war continued. In the shadows of space, humans and Varelians hunted each other with skill and caution. But one thing was certain. The humans would never stop protecting their home, and the Varelians would never forget the warning they once ignored. The war between the Varelians and humans was unlike any other in the galaxy. The Varelians, with their advanced technology and proud history, expected easy victories. But the humans were not what they expected. Deep in Earth's command centers, General Carter stood before his officers. "Our strength is not only in our weapons," he said. "It is in our history, our spirit, and our will to survive. The Varelians have not faced a people like us before." His officers listened carefully. The humans knew they were outmatched in many ways. The aliens' ships were faster, their weapons more powerful, and their technology more advanced. But humans had something more important: resilience. On Earth, the history of humanity was full of struggles. From harsh winters and dry deserts to wars between nations, humans learned to adapt and fight in difficult conditions. They became masters of using what they had, turning weaknesses into strengths. This history shaped the way humans fought the Varelians. They did not rely on large, overwhelming attacks. Instead, they used small groups of soldiers and pilots who could move quickly and strike hard. One such group was the Night Wolves, an elite team of pilots known for their daring missions. Their leader, Captain Maya, was fearless and clever. She understood that fighting the Varelians required more than just firepower. During a mission near one of the outer colonies, Maya and her team faced a squadron of Varelian fighters. The aliens believed they had the advantage. Their ships were larger and better armed, but Maya had a plan. "Use the asteroids for cover," she ordered. "Force them to follow us into the belt. They won't expect a fight there." The humans disappeared into the rocky field. The Varelians followed confident. Suddenly, the Night Wolves attacked from all sides. Using the shadows of the asteroids, they launched surprise strikes. The Varelians were caught off guard and forced to retreat. After the battle, Maya's team reported, "It wasn't just skill. It was using what we knew about the environment and history. The Varelians can't fight like this." Back on Zephyra, Lyra studied reports from the front lines. She began to understand the humans' strength. "They fight with their hearts, not just their machines," she told Elder Theriel. "They use their history as a weapon." Elder Theriel nodded slowly. "Their spirit is strong. We must respect that." The humans also showed great innovation. Scientists quickly adapted captured Varelian technology, improving their own weapons and defenses. New machines were built to match the aliens' speed and power. But what made humans truly dangerous was their unpredictability. They did not follow the rules the Varelians expected. They used guerrilla tactics, surprise attacks, and careful retreats. On the battlefield, Varelian soldiers found themselves outsmarted again and again. One Varelian officer, Corin, admitted, "The humans think differently. They do not just react. They plan and change plans quickly." General Carter's words echoed in the minds of the soldiers. "We fight not just for victory, but for our home and future." Meanwhile, the humans' will to protect their planet grew stronger. They knew the Varelians were powerful, but Earth was their home. They would never let it fall. On Zephyra, the Council debated what to do next. "We cannot win if we fight like before," Lyra said. We must learn from humans, or be destroyed. Elder Theriel looked at her with respect. Perhaps the greatest lesson is humility. The war was far from over, but something had changed. The humans were no longer just defenders, they were warriors with a cause, and the galaxy was beginning to take notice. The war had gone on longer than either side had expected. The Varelians, once confident, now found themselves on the defensive. Their pride was wounded, and their losses were growing. But they still hoped for a chance to turn the tide. On Zephyra, the council gathered in the Grand Chamber. The mood was heavy. Elder Theriel spoke first. We have lost much. Our ships have been destroyed. Our people captured. The humans are stronger than we thought. Lyra stepped forward. We must act. Now the humans respect strength. They understand power and will. If we show them we are willing to fight to the end, they may offer terms. Garen, still proud and stubborn, disagreed. We should not ask for mercy. We should crush them before they grow stronger. Elder Theriel raised his hand. We must be wise. This war is not like others. The humans will not easily forgive those who threaten their home. Meanwhile, on Earth, General Carter prepared a message to send to the Varelians. They must know, he said, there will be no clemency. The humans will defend their home at all costs. The message was clear. Leave Earth's space or face total destruction. Commander Vex, hearing this, clenched his fists. We have one last chance to fight. We will send our strongest fleet to Earth. We will show them the power of the Varelians. Lyra warned. A direct attack on Earth will only unite the humans against us. They will fight harder than ever. But Vex was determined. They brought this on themselves. The Varelian fleet gathered once more. This time it was the largest force they had ever sent near Earth. Ships gleamed with new weapons and stronger shields. The Varelians believed this battle would end the war. The humans watched quietly, their defenses ready. Captain Maya and the Night Wolves prepared for the fight. As the fleets closed in, the sky over Earth filled with tension. The humans were outnumbered, but they had something the Varelians did not: the will to protect their home. The battle began with a sudden strike. The Varelians unleashed a powerful energy wave, lighting up the sky. The humans dodged quickly, scattering into smaller groups. Maya led a daring attack on a key Varelian cruiser. Her team moved through debris and enemy fire, using every trick they knew. In the heat of the battle, Maya's ship was hit. She barely escaped with her life, but her team's courage inspired others. The humans fought fiercely, refusing to give ground. The Varelians, surprised by the humans' strength, began to lose confidence. Then came the turning point. A human engineer managed to hack into the Varelians' communication network, causing confusion and chaos. Ships fired on each other by mistake. Orders were lost in the noise. Commander Vex realized the battle was slipping away. Retreat, he ordered, his voice heavy with defeat. The Varelian fleet pulled back, leaving the humans victorious but weary. After the battle, General Carter sent a new message. This is your final warning. Leave Earth's space. If you return, you will face total destruction. Back on Zephyra, the Council faced reality. The war was lost. Lyra spoke for the Council. We will leave, but we will remember this lesson. Humans are not to be underestimated. Elder Theriel nodded. They fought for their home with everything they had. That is strength we must respect. The Varelians began to withdraw, their ships leaving Earth's orbit slowly. As they left, the humans watched closely, prepared for any future threats. The war was over, but the story was far from finished. The Varelian fleet moved away from Earth's orbit, quiet and battered. The proud aliens had learned a hard lesson. They had ignored the warning from the humans, and now they faced the full power of a species that would not give up. Back on Earth, the humans watched the retreat with mixed feelings. There was relief, yes, but also respect. The Varelians had been strong opponents, but humanity's will to protect their home had proven stronger. General Carter addressed the leaders of Earth's defense forces. This victory is not just about power. It is about our spirit, our unity, and our commitment to protect our world. The Varelians thought we would be easy to conquer. They were wrong. Captain Maya stood among her team, the Night Wolves, proud but cautious. "This is not the end," she said. "We have shown our strength, but we must stay ready. Other threats may come." The war had changed humanity. It had forced people to work together like never before. Nations shared technology, training, and information to defend their planet. The spirit of unity was stronger than ever. Meanwhile, the Varelians returned to Zephyrah, where the council met in deep discussion. Elder Theriel spoke softly. "We were arrogant to ignore the warning. We thought our technology was enough, but we did not understand the human strength." Lyra nodded. "They fight not only with machines but with heart. They protect what is theirs with everything they have." The council agreed to send a message to the galaxy, a warning to any who might underestimate humans. Across the stars, stories began to spread. Tales of humans who hunted like predators, fought like warriors, and never showed mercy to those who threatened their home. The humans did not seek war or conquest. They only wanted peace and safety, but they were ready to fight if needed without hesitation. On Earth, life slowly returned to normal. Cities rebuilt, families reunited, and the people celebrated their survival. But the legacy of the hunt remained. It was a reminder that humans were more than just another species. They were survivors, fighters, and protectors. And the galaxy learned to respect them.